1 in 6 people have some sort of mental health, anxiety or depression. Taking that first step and realising that you do need help is the big step. I joined a company in 1977 when I left school. As I was working on the production line, I met Lynn, and we've been married for 38 years, 39 this year. And during that time, we had a couple of lovely sons. 1982, we had Michael, and 1984, we had Christopher. In 2004, we lost Christopher. He took his own life. A couple of months I was off work, but I didn't want to be off work. So I went back, maybe quicker than I should have done. I asked my boss, who was a production director, for some support. And the reaction I got was, we can't go changing things just for you. So at that time, I decided straight away, here's your company car keys, here's your company phone, and I set off walking home that day. I was in deep depression, so I would just sit in a quiet room and I wouldn't talk to my wife, Lynn. People were concerned, so friends and family would come and sort of try and get me to talk, get help, and I just didn't want anything to do with it. I was just crying all the time. Just so low, and I couldn't see any way out of it. I think, well, if I can't look after my family, what's the point of being with my family? They'd be better off with somebody else, maybe. I was considering taking my own life, but I couldn't put my wife and my family and my friends through that for a second time. I wasn't in a good place still, but doing something is better than doing nothing. So I came to Spencer's, should I say, as a labourer. I always wear this mask. You know, people see the laughy, jokey Wayne, and then somebody will say, "Oh, how are you?" I said, "Yeah, fine." Even though we are down, even though we're hiding something, we wear the mask. Time elapsed, and I was working on a project at Leeds, and we was having a client meeting. And up until the meeting, I think I'd maybe had a restless night. That's one thing I suffer with. So we're in the meeting, everyone sitting down, ready for the meeting, and we've got pads out and everything, and then bang, that was it. I said, "Joe, sorry, I'm going to have to leave the meeting," and absolutely bawled my eyes out. I sort of walked out the way a little bit. Joe come to give me a bit of support, and he says, "Look, you're just going to have to go home." Again, I locked myself away. I didn't want to talk to anybody. Buried my head in the sand. Well, I was just down all the time, and Lynn was worried. Family was worried. My friends were worried. Even my colleagues were worried. I agreed that I'd go for counselling. Through the company, I got some other counselling. Through the doctor, I got a bit of counselling, and it made a lot more sense. My only regret is that I didn't do it sooner. If I'd have done it sooner, if I'd have got the help and talked to people, then it would have made life a lot easier, not only for me, but for my friends and family. But at the time, I just thought I could cope. There's a number of initiatives which sort of Spencer's gone through. First of all, I wasn't left isolated. They were always there to offer support and advice. They were very good. They made sure that I came back to work when I was ready, not when I felt as though I need to come back to work. So that straight away took off a layer of pressure. So yeah, there's been lots of support, trying to get people active, and just Spencer's being there. I can share my story, and hopefully lads on site will open up and share their story, or at least even if they don't share their story, it'll make them think that they can talk to somebody within maybe their own company or within a Spencer's company, but there is an avenue there to get help. You don't have to suffer in silence. Talk. As soon as you feel that something's not right, even if you feel that it might be work related or personal related, just talk to somebody. Come and talk to Yvonne, and Yvonne will sort of point you in the right direction where to get the help. But definitely don't suffer in silence, because it just makes that tunnel, that road darker for a long while. I've just got to sort of put it out there, get help sooner rather than later.